it will be in 10 years.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting the big picture there. And also we could ask Jeffrey how to solve the problem, because clearly the next generation will do you remember when you came here dressed as Grandfather Pogue? Actually, you weren't here, but your grandfather came from the year 2040, you remember? Predicted some amazing things. That was pre-iPad. Now we have this device. It's pretty darn cool. Ian McCormick of Learning Company calls it the computer she has always dreamed of. I mean, it can deliver the stuff. Now that it's here, how can we use it better? I mean, do you have any thoughts on kind of the whole evolution? And we only have like 3 minutes left, so I'm asking.
3 minutes left? I just sat down.
I know, but we didn't need to stress you out.
You can stay there.
Yeah, you can sit there.
I'll just stay here one. So I think that the most interesting thing that's happening now is if you think about what these things are, they're wirelessly connected in a million different ways. They're online with the internet, they've got GPS, they've got a gyroscope, a rotation sensor, proximity sensor, light sensor. So because they're so wireless, the latest trend is things that communicate with the phone and do amazing things. So for example, here at the show, there's a dog collar that communicates with your smartphone. If the dog leaves the yard, the GPS tells you with an alert, and then you can track the dog on a map. There is the Spiro, it's a little baseball-sized plastic ball.
Reviewed, I think, 2 weeks ago.
That's right, reviewed in the paper.
I read that once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah. Because New York Times.
Don't try to dig yourself out of this. You're already blown it. So you control the Spiro, you control this ball rolling around the floor with your phone. I mean, don't ask me what the use case is. It's just cool. There is that amazing parrot quadricopter, right? The flying thing that you not only drive by tipping your phone the way you want this helicopter to fly, but it has cameras on it. So you can actually look on the screen and see what the thing is seeing. I mean, there's a million cool things like this. There's a new home security thing here at the show where wherever you are in the world, you can unlock your front door from the phone, like if a guest has shown up, or you can adjust the temperature of your guest house.
That relates to families and moms.
Yeah.
Segueing into
the Nest thermostat, started by the designer of the iPod. I reviewed that in the paper.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Very smart thermostat. It has eyes that watch the house, and if nobody's there, it automatically drops the temperature, so you're not heating an empty house. And it also is controlled by the iPhone, so I can change the upstairs and downstairs temperatures of my Connecticut house right now from this state.
So is the word convergence?
No, that's
gamification?
No.
No, I'm just joking.
Phone control.
Light. But here's another scary thing. I can, with my iPhone, start my car from the house, which is cool enough for me, but, and this terrifies my son and teenagers everywhere, I can press a button on my iPhone and at any given moment know where my car is. So if he's out driving it, he's very happy to be out of the house now, but if he's out driving it and he says, no, I'm just staying in town tonight, Mom, or I'm going over to Dan's house, and all I have to do is hit a button, that GPS narrows in and I know exactly where he or anybody else driving my car happens to be. Or hit a perimeter on the phone, and when the car goes outside of that, it will text my phone.
This is your 35-year-old?
Yes. Because I like to keep tabs on everything.
That's really, what is that? That's cool.
It's the Viper Smart Start app.
Viper Smart Start. That's very cool.
Well,
and the other thing is, just to throw this out, so that's all related to the other major new thing that's going to be changing all our lives, which is augmented reality.
Yeah.
So that's where you're looking through the phone's camera like this, but it's superimposing on your view information about the world around you, about what you're looking at, because it's got internet and it knows what you're looking at. Like there's a New York subway app that you can look through the phone at the ground, and it tells you what subway line is beneath your feet. Or then you go like this and turn around and it shows you which way to walk to get to the nearest station. There's a Twitter app where you hold it up like this and you can see who's on Twitter right now, and then you tap that person's icon, you see what they're saying. I mean, I think it's, the possibilities are endless. You know, swine flu detection.
where did you point?
I mean, that would be really cool. Or imagine if you're looking to buy an apartment or a house. You know, imagine you could hold this up and it would superimpose, you know, someone was murdered here, or, you know.
We are living in an incredible period, and I think we're very blessed as just a generation before to see this. But first, that we have to figure it all out, right?
That's right.
So we have Jeffrey, right?
We have Jeffrey.
Real fast, since we very rarely get to talk to you, we know that you covered Apple for a long time, and we lost Steve Jobs, and we're going to do a tribute to Steve tonight. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on, you followed Steve for a long time. Do you have any Steve Jobs stories or anything that you want to share, or are you just curious?
Sure. I mean, I might have told this story last year too, but Steve Jobs, unlike any other CEO in the world, was fond of picking up the phone and calling reviewers whose work he enjoyed or didn't enjoy. It tended to be more the latter. So he would call up, and I remember I trashed iMovie, the new iMovie 08, because it had no features, and he called up and he just said, David, it's Steve. Just read your iMovie review. Listen, you have no idea what we do here at Apple, do you? It was bad. He proceeded to ream me out. And then another time he, I did that.
Sorry, David. Can I turn on the chair a little more?
And another time I did that music video to the tune of "I Did It My Way," but it was
Yes.
"I Want an iPhone."
Yeah.
Look it up on YouTube. It's very funny. When the iPhone came out, I made a movie parodying the hysteria. It was kind of mean. I mean, it was like.
You didn't like that?
It was like. I want to touch that precious screen. I want to wipe the smudges clean. I want my friends to look and drool. I want to say, look now I'm cool. You know, and all the stuff about you could remove the battery. There was no keyboard. There's no memory card slot. Everything.
But it was funny.
It was funny. It was very funny. So Steve Jobs called me. I was at dinner with my family. It was like 9 o'clock one night. And David, it's Steve. Listen, I just got back from vacation. My people showed me this this video you made. I'm like, oh. Here we go. I just want to say, it's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. Wonder if you can send me the QuickTime file of that. Sure. So there will never. I mean, there's never been a Steve Jobs. There won't be another one, no matter how. I mean, look at the structure of that company. It's one guy, and then 30,000 employees who exist to make his ideas come to life. That's what Apple is. Name me another company like that, where all the product ideas come from the CEO, from one guy. And they scurry around and he says, no, I want the edges rounded more. No, I want a different metallic color. I mean, come on, there's no CEO like that in the world.
Microsoft, it says copy everything that Apple.
That's right.
All right, so that's a good way to use up whole afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start an Apple Microsoft War, yeah.
All right.
So anyway, so I'm sure they have a few years of Steve Jobs ideas still in the pipeline, but after that, I don't know where we're all going to get our ideas from.
Well, unfortunately, we're out of time, David. But it's great to see you again.
Great to see you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming. So you can stay and enjoy the chair if you like.